Hey guys, so it is time for another edition of Empties. I've got my March Empties for you guys, and it's actually pretty body heavy, surprisingly. I was working on finishing up a lot of body products, a lot that I've been working on for a while, and this is actually a pretty big, a pretty decent sized Empties. And I'm not sure what April's gonna look like. I think I say this like every month. I'm not sure what April's gonna look like because I'm gonna be exclusively testing a brand, almost exclusively. I mean, there's a few things that I'll add in, masks and such and whatever. For May, so I'm gonna be using a majority of those products, so I don't know how many things I'm gonna be able to get through. But March was, I had a lot of products for March. So before we jump right into that, I did want to make a little bit of an announcement. And I wasn't gonna do like a full video just for this because I've already done a review for Celeste skincare, and so I'll probably just plug this little announcement into a few different videos. I did post about it over on Instagram, Celeste posted about it over on Instagram, but I have collabed with Celeste skincare on a new scrub scent. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, you'll know that Celeste skincare has been one of my favorite. The salt scrub, the face cleanser and exfoliant, has been one of my favorite products for many years, going on 4 years this year. I have been using this product. I love her scrubs, I love her, she's so amazing, and this year, or actually last year, it's been like a year and 2 months in the making. I asked her if she'd be interested in doing a collab because I love her scrub and I've helped promote her a lot, and I've helped a lot of you guys discover Celeste skincare, so I asked her if she'd be interested in collabing, and she was totally on board. So we like went back and forth for a while on scents and what I was kind of like looking for and what I wanted in a scrub, and we settled on Hibiscus Rose. So it is her signature blend of Redmond salt and jojoba oil and Redmond clay. And then it also has premium grade rose essential oil, red raspberry, and hibiscus powders. So it's got hibiscus, it's got rose, which are two of my favorite ingredients, and then it's got red raspberry powder. So it's great for acne, it's great for lightening, brightening the skin. Hibiscus, as you know, is one of my favorite ingredients. It's like called the Botox plant because it's great for firming and like lifting things, but it's great. So yeah, I recently got I did place an order. I bought my own scrub, but I did place an order and I got my scrubs in the mail. She did send me one jar, but then I bought a couple of others because I wanted to have them on backup, because I love this stuff. It only comes in the 2-ounce jar right now, but we're sort of seeing how it sells, and then we may do 6-ounce jars in the future, which I hope it does well enough to do 6-ounce jars, because I always buy 6-ounce jars. But so I've talked about this in a couple of different videos that I was, you know, testing a special scrub and something special was coming, but this was it. So if you heard me mention that, that's what it was. It is now released. You can go buy it. I will leave the link down below. Please go and buy it. Especially if you already love Celeste skincare, you will love this rendition. It's pink too, which is really special because I love pink, and her other scrubs are all like the normal, it's sort of like a tan color, but this one is pink because of the hibiscus and the red raspberry powder. So acne, it's great for acne, it's great for, you know, lightening hyperpigmentation and things like that. And so I'm excited that this is finally out in the world and it's available forever now. So I hope that you guys go and check that out. A lot of people were excited about it over on Instagram, so I hope that you guys are excited about it as well. So now we're gonna go get into the empties now that I've talked about that. But expect to hear about that quite a few times because I'm really proud of it. And yeah, I've been wanting to share that with you guys forever, but we finally got the labels done, the packaging, everything was done. It took forever. So anyway, let's get on with March Empties. So I'm going to start with a couple of wellness products that I finished up, and it's 2 different vitamins. Vitamins was not something that I had been throwing into my empties previous to when I started doing these, but I wanted to start showing you guys my vitamins. I did do a couple of supplement videos. I did one before I was pregnant, and then I did one while I was pregnant. So the supplement video that I did for while I was pregnant has basically been the same. I've been using the same supplements. For the most part, I'm not as religious about them as I was when I was pregnant, but I try to be because I do need things. So I've got the Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw Iron. This has 30 tablets, so I go through this in about a month. I don't always take them. Sometimes I'll take 2 at a time, but this is 22 milligrams of iron. If I'm really low on iron, I'll take Floridix, which is like a liquid version. but for the most part I just use this. And I haven't had my iron tested actually since before Oliver was born, so I don't really know what my levels are right now. But those are $16.99. And then I've also got the Garden of Life My Kind Organics Prenatal Once Dailies. These are $41.99 and this is 30 vegan tablets. I've gone back to the ones that you take 3 just because it's cheaper, and I take 2 at a time. I don't necessarily feel like it's necessary, I guess, for me to take all 3 on the same day. I mean, because I eat lots of, you know, good foods, vegetables and stuff. I'm not totally worried about my, you know, my vitamin intake. So I've gone back to the one that you take 3 pills a day to get your full daily dose, and I only take 2 a day. So, and I bought the 180 tablet jar of that, so that'll last me quite a while. The once dailies are nice because you only take 1 and you don't really have to think about it, but they're a lot more expensive, so I just take the other ones now because it's cheaper and it lasts a lot longer. So there's that. Then I've got a couple of hair care things. I've been trying to use up these specific hair care products for quite a while. I did not enjoy using them. I tried samples of them before I bought the full sizes, and I actually liked the samples, but when I bought the full sizes and started to use them, I just was like super underwhelmed. This is the Aqua Volume Shampoo and Conditioner. These are each $9.99. It's the Pure Mint and Echinacea Stem Cell for intense volume for normal to fine hair. I mean, it was okay. I mean, it did what it did. It cleaned my hair, it softened my hair. My hair looked good when I used it, but I just didn't get any like joy out of using it. And I like my products to impart joy when I use them. I want to feel excited about using them. I want, yeah, I just wasn't. I mean, they did their job. I don't necessarily feel like my hair was volumized when I used them, but it cleaned it, my hair looked good. But I didn't really enjoy using them for some reason. I don't know, but I won't be buying those again. But I'm using some hair care stuff that I'm actually really excited about now, and hopefully we'll be talking about soon. It's funny, since before I cut my hair, because my hair is a lot shorter now than it was, I did whatever I could to like avoid washing my hair at like all costs. Dry shampoo, I braided it the night before so that way I can, you know, do braids. But since I've cut my hair a lot shorter, I've been washing it a lot more frequently. I think because it's harder for me at night. Like, I can't braid it like I used to. When I braid it, like all the little pieces like come out. So it's a lot harder for me to braid at night, so I can't even do that. And then like it's gotten so hot, I sweat a lot during the night. My son and I are like super hot sleepers, so we just like sweat all over each other in the middle of the night. So yeah, I've been washing my hair pretty much like every day. At least every day that I've got something going on. Like if I know I'm leaving the house or if I'm going to be filming a video or whatever, I'll wash my hair. So I have been washing my hair a lot, but the products that I've been using, I'm really, really loving. So yeah, can't wait to tell you about those things. Okay, so I've got some skincare things. So I've got the 365 organic, organic cotton rounds. This is just the kind you get at Whole Foods. These are $3.99. We buy these every so often. I sort of go back and forth on using reusable cotton rounds and the disposable ones. So we don't go through them as quick as we used to, because I don't use it. I use it really just to remove mascara and to make sure if I'm wearing like heavy makeup that all of my makeup has been removed. Like today, this lipstick actually stained, so I'll go over a cotton pad soaked with toner to remove this tonight. But for the most part, that's really all I use it for, is just removal of makeup. My husband sometimes uses them for toner and things like that. But so I've got a couple of spot treatments. I've got the Okoko Cosmetics Acne Spot Serum. I used it as a spot treatment. I didn't so much use it as a serum, like an all over the face serum. The full size, which is an ounce, is $75. And this was 3.7 mil, so it's about $9.25 if you break it up that way. I wasn't super impressed with this. I mean, it sort of did an okay job, but I've used better acne spot treatments. And even as a serum, like a leave-on serum, I think because it was like, it's too orange, you have to use it at night. And I put my acne stuff on in the day, so that way it like sits under my makeup and my skincare and whatever and like works. I do put it on at night too, but I like to put stuff on during the day, and this just was too orange to put on during the day. It sort of like stained my skin. So that's not something I would buy. But Okoko does make a lot of other really great products. That's just one that I was not for me, it wasn't super effective. So one that I do have that is super effective is the Deeply Clarifying Blemish Spot Treatment by Uma. This is my second, I'm pretty sure this is my second bottle of this. This is $55, so it's very expensive, and I'm pretty sure this is either 0.33 ounces or half an ounce. I'm not exact, you know, I'm not exactly sure what the size is on this, but either way, even if it's half an ounce, it's still pretty expensive. It does work really well. It's like one of the best spot treatments I've ever used, but it is just, it's insanely expensive. That might actually be the third bottle of that I've been through, come to think of it. But I am using the Natural Logic Purify spot treatment right now, which works as well as, if not better than, the Uma spot treatment. Plus it's a little bit less expensive, so you can either buy it in a half ounce, I think, for 32, or a full ounce for like 64. So either way, you're still getting a better deal than the Uma spot treatment one, and it works just as well. So that's the one I'll probably be using from now on, just because it's more affordable and it works just as well. So yeah, so that's what I've been using. I also have the Teri Miyahira Beauty Mist. This is the Radiant Beauty Mist. I think this was like, yeah, it's a fine hydrating mist for under or over makeup. I used it to set my makeup. This came in one of the Teri Miyahira beauty boxes I received quite a while back. I actually really enjoyed this. This is the 1 ounce size, and this it's not for sale on her website right now, at least, or if it ever will be again, but she valued it as $19, and I think the full size, which was like 4 ounces, was something crazy, like $70-something. That's a lot. I don't know how she values her products, but a lot of them are just like, they seem kind of overpriced. But I did really like this, and if it was more affordable and she had it for sale, you know, full-time or permanently, I would definitely buy it again. I've tried the Lily Lolo, I think it is, the Lily Lolo setting spray that came in the Petit Vour box, and I hate that one. The mist on that is not very fine. You know, I might actually decant that into this because I like the mister on this better. The mist on the Lily Lolo one is not good. But I think because the mist is so fickle, I haven't really liked the product that much, so I might try to decant that into this and see if I like it better. So I'm going to save that. But yeah. So then I've got the Natural Logic Universal Serum. This was her pre-release of it. She sent me it before it got released in the final name. I think she was working on the name Hyaline before she settled on Universal Serum. This was the half ounce size. She doesn't sell a half ounce size of this. She sells a 0.63 ounce or something. So the value of this is about $45, but the Universal Serum is fantastic. I love it. It's especially great for acne. So it's a hyaluronic acid serum that has acne fighting properties in it. So if you want a hyaluronic acid serum, but you also want something that helps with acne, the Universal Serum is amazing. You put it all over your face and it hydrates, but it also helps clarify and clear your skin. It's awesome. You can also use it as an eye treatment. You can also use it as an individual spot treatment. So you can put it on one blemish instead of your whole face as like a targeted treatment. So that stuff is great. Definitely check that out if you're interested. And then I have a sample of the Dema Miel Atmospheric Pure Calm Cleansing Dew. I talked about this in my recent Beauty Heroes review for the Dema Miel products. I do absolutely love the cleansing dew. It smells amazing. It works really well at breaking down makeup and cleaning the skin. So I really love that. I didn't put a value on that because it's a sample. So I have like I said in my last video, I'm going to just be tallying up samples this going forward instead of trying to value them. Okay, so we've got masks, and then we're going to do the body care, which is the big daddy of this. Okay, so let's talk about one that I will not be rebuying ever. So if you, I don't know how many of you guys have been with me for a long time, but I accidentally, without doing a ton of research, bought something that I thought was vegan because it was in a box that I was told was a vegan box. It actually turned out that it was not a vegan box and she had been lying to me. The box is now not in existence, so it doesn't really matter. But there was a product in one of these boxes that I really, really enjoyed, so I rushed out and I bought some from it. Later to find out that there's actually a shellfish ingredient in them. So I have been slowly using them up, and I finally finished up everything because I wasn't just going to throw them away. That's, you know, super wasteful. And I always feel conflicted when stuff like that happens, when I'm told something is, you know, vegan and it's not, or I, you know, I misread ingredients or something like that, but I decided to just go ahead and use them all up. And it was the To Go Spa, well, it was a bunch of eye masks and then these face masks from To Go Spa. This was the Rejuvenating Green Tea Face. They're collagen gel masks with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C and E. So the collagen is vegan. It's plant collagen, red seaweed plant collagen, but then there's this ingredient called chitosan in there, which is derived from shellfish. So, I mean, I know that you can make things like this with all vegan ingredients because companies like 100% Pure and Honest Hazel, and then there's another one that's like an Australian brand, it's like Flora Remedies or something like that. I haven't tried those, but I know that they're plant-based. There are ways to make those plant-based, but they just aren't plant-based. So I finally used up the last of those. I did like the mask, actually. It was nice. It was very like soothing, and you know, the hyaluronic acid made your skin very plump, but I won't be buying those again. And I did buy a bunch of sheet masks. There are some from Wamisa that I think compare to these in terms of like gel-like. But anyway, I bought a bunch of sheet masks that I'm going to be doing a sheet mask overview video for eventually. It might be a little while because I've got a lot to work through. But yeah, that's something that I'm working on because I wanted to find more vegan sheet mask options for you guys. So yeah, then I also have the Calendula modeling mask. It's like the Lindsay modeling rubber mask or whatever it is. I did a video on it. It's just sort of like a fun thing. I didn't notice, you know, really any skin difference from it. It felt very cooling when it was on my skin. Oh, the pack of To Go Spa masks was $30 for 3. This is $6 each for each mask. But yeah, I didn't notice a ton of difference. They're just kind of like fun. It's just like your face looks sort of like puffy and ridiculous, and it's just sort of like a fun thing. So I would buy those again just because they're kind of fun. But in terms of like skin difference, I definitely didn't notice any skin difference when I tried that one. So I've got another sample of a mask. This is the Daphna's Revival Bioactive Beauty Mask. So this is for hydration and recovery from daily stressful agents. It's a hyaluronic acid, so it's like a super hydrating, but it also has like a charcoal detox quality. So it's very interesting. You sort of like pat it on your skin because there's charcoal bits in it that you don't want to disturb until the second part of the mask. So you tap the mask into clean skin and you leave it to do its thing for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you massage with damp hands until the little charcoal bits sort of like break down and the mask turns gray. And then you leave it to act for another 3 to 5 minutes. So I might actually do a mask and chat with this because it's a very interesting mask and I actually really liked it. My skin looked and felt amazing afterwards. So I have quite a few more of these little sample packs, but I'm probably going to be buying a full size of this once I'm out of them because I actually really enjoyed it. So mask and chat on this coming soon because I want to share it with you guys because it is a really interesting mask. So then I finished up a face mask Alchemy. This is the Pumpkin and Glow mask, which was my favorite of all of her masks. I also have the little oil that went with it, which is just pumpkin seed oil. So I mixed the pumpkin seed oil in with the mask every time that I used it and finished them up. I think I got like 4 masks out of this. But this had French green clay, orange peel powder, pumpkin powder, and acerola cherry. This is literally my favorite mask that she's ever made. I hope that she releases some for like, I mean, I could probably DIY it myself, but honestly I don't want to. I want someone else to do it for me. So I hope that she re-releases this to buy in the future. She had asked on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, I think, which ones we would like to see come back. So I'm hoping this one makes a comeback because I'd love to buy a full size of it, like a bigger size of it to have, because I really enjoyed this. My skin looked really great. It definitely was brightened after I used it without being like irritated and dry. Totally amazing. The value of the face mask Alchemy boxes are $10.88 each, and they include an oil, a honey stick, which I didn't throw in here because that's messy, and then the face mask. So if you have not checked out Face Mask Alchemy, do it because it's really great. You get a different DIY face mask every single month. Comes with a honey stick, comes with oil customized to the mask, and it's meant to be used like within the month. I have so many masks, I never use them within the month, but that one was my favorite. I definitely used that one up. I think that might be the only one that I've ever completely finished of her masks. I still have quite a few others I can't recall finishing any others, but I really like that one. Okay, so now let's get on to the body care section. We've got quite a bit. So I've got the Fia Imagination Energy Mist. This was actually my very first purchase from Beauty Heroes. I don't think this is available right now, but this is like a, so it's a, what is it? It's a dreamy blend of aloe-infused water and essential oils to soothe the skin and refresh the mind with tiny petals of moisture. So it's just like it's like a very lightly scented, sort of like flower mist, like an energy mist, I guess. I don't know. I really liked it. I use it as like a body spray sometimes. The scent doesn't last very long, so you just sort of spray it and it kind of dissipates. It's just sort of like a uplifting spray thing. The full size of that is $27, and so yeah, I finally finished that. I think I placed my first order from Beauty Heroes like almost 3 years ago now, and that was in it. So there's that. And then I also have the South of France Blooming Jasmine Foaming Hand Wash. You guys have heard me talk about the South of France hand soaps over and over again for like years now, so I won't bore you too much, but this is my favorite hand soap. I like the foaming one. It smells really good. So the full sizes of these are $4.69. Okay, so then I also have the Kayai. I will never know how to pronounce this. I mean, I could look it up, but I'm lazy. This is the Charcoal Detox Effervescent Hot Bath. This is the pink one. There's 3 different scents or flavors or whatever. The value of this one is about $6. The full size is $12, and this is about half the size of the full size. This came in the 30-day detox kit that comes with a mini deodorant, the hot bath, and then the detox charcoal bar. I haven't tried the deodorant yet because I'm finishing up a stick of deodorant that I have, and then I will be trying another one before I try some others. I've got a couple of deodorants. I had sort of sworn off trying new deodorants because I love the Ola deodorant so much, but I do want to try a couple of others, but I'm not necessarily the other ones. So I have tried from Kayai before, otherwise I wouldn't have accepted the package that they were going to send me, and I did want to try the hot bath, but they had reformulated the deodorant, and the deodorant worked before, but as soon as I gave birth it stopped working for some reason. It was sort of like a hormone change thing. I'm not really sure. So they offered to send me the new formula, so I accepted that. And then I got another jar in the Detox, the Best of Detox Market box, so that's not something that someone reached out to me and I accepted. And then there's another one that's going to be coming. I cannot tell you anything about it yet, but there will be a deodorant something coming soon. So yeah, but I've been reached out to about deodorants to try a couple of times. Actually, not a couple, like a lot. I've gotten a lot of deodorant requests to review in the last couple of months since I did my my favorite deodorants video. It's sort of like when a lot of deodorant companies like started emailing me, but I haven't accepted any of them because honestly I'm not interested. But yeah, so I've got a couple that I will try, but I'm not accepting any deodorants, if that makes sense. But anyway, I will try them eventually, the ones that I have, but not any new ones because I'm not interested. Okay, so then we've got the Lotus Way Inner Peace Mist. This is my favorite scent from Lotus Way. This one I had at my desk and I used the last couple of years off and on, just, you know, whenever I felt like I needed some inner peace. This does really, really help if you use it religiously. It really does like bring peace to you if you sort of like sit there and you have a moment and you spray it and you inhale. Do that a couple of times. It really does. If you're consistent with it, it does actually change your, it just changes you. It just changes you. It's really hard to explain unless you like get into them. I'm sure it's even like more strong with like the elixirs and the serums and stuff that she has, but the mist is my favorite way to get the inner peace essences. I do have quite a few still sitting at my desk, and I have one more of the inner peace in my bathroom right now. So there's that. I would buy that again. The full size of that is $40. Did I say that already? I'm not sure. Okay, and then I've got a body oil that I've been trying to use up forever. This says it's 2.7 ounces, but I swear to God, this is not 2.7 ounces. There is like way more body oil in here than that. This is the Beauty Counter Rose Neroli body oil that was in a Beauty Heroes box in February of 2016, I want to say, so it's about 2 years. I found the Beauty Counter collaboration to be the strangest one that Beauty Heroes ever did. I mean, I think I understand the concept behind the collaboration, You know, Beauty Counter does the whole sort of like ingredient villain lists as well, but it's nowhere near like Beauty Hero standards. So while I understand the collaboration, it was sort of the weirdest one for me and sort of the one that I didn't really enjoy that much. So I've been trying to use this body oil up for like ever. This is actually $75. This is what this retails for. You can't get the scent anymore. But there's another one that's like rosemary something or other that you can buy, but I would never pay $75 for this. It just felt like sort of like it just felt like such a standard body oil to me. It didn't feel special and it took forever to use, so there's that. Okay, my kid woke up for a few minutes, more like half an hour, 45 minutes. We're dealing with some pretty awful sleep regression stuff right now, so hopefully he sleeps long enough for me to finish. I've got 6 more things. Alright, so I've got the Old Orchard number 20 Aqua Emulsion. This runs for $36. This, the last I looked, isn't actually on the website right now. I do have a email out to Amy to find out if this is gone forever or if it's just off the website right now for some reason. I'd be pretty depressed if this is gone forever because I love this stuff. I especially love mixing this with body oils because a lot of the time, I don't find body oils to be super moisturizing. It's almost like my skin gets more dried out when I use them, but when I mix them in with this, it like creates like the perfect consistency. My legs stay hydrated for the entire day. I absolutely love this stuff. So I finished up a full one. I do have another one that I'm working through right now, but I hope that's not the last of it because I love this stuff. So I will hopefully be able to have an update on that eventually. So I've got the Prim Botanicals, the Debauchery Detox Body Scrub from the Not Proper collection. This is the 4-ounce size, which runs about $20. They don't sell the 4-ounce size anywhere that I could find, but the 8-ounce size is $39, so it's about 20 bucks. This came in an Art of Organics box. I do actually really like this. This is probably my favorite of the coffee scrubs that I've tried. It smells really good. It makes my legs really smooth and moisturized. I do have a full size of this, but I try not to use coffee scrubs too much, especially because I take showers with my kid, so coffee scrubs in there with him is like not the best idea. So when I'm alone, I will use stuff like this, but I don't get to use it that often because I don't typically get to shower by myself. If I want to shower these days, Oliver takes one with me because that's just how it works these days. Okay, so then I've got the True Moringa Calming Bath Soak. This is like little petals, and then it's like on an essential oil blend. I'm not sure of what. There's chamomile, rose petals, lemongrass, sage, moringa oil, and then there's an essential oil blend. So my kid dumped this entire thing into the bathtub. It was sitting, you know, where all my other bath stuff sits. So this is a 4-ounce container, but he dumped the entire thing into the bathtub, so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm taking a bath. So I just used this all in one bath. I definitely wouldn't recommend you use that much. You can, you know, use like a tablespoon or two, and that's definitely enough to, you know, moisturize the bath water. This was nice. I probably wouldn't buy this. It's $28 if I didn't say that. I probably wouldn't buy this. I don't really like bath products that leave like buds or flowers or like leaves and stuff in, just because I don't have a way to sort of like easily get that stuff out of the bathtub and then just ends up clogging the drain. So I like to use bath salts, bath powders, milk baths, things that dissolve, and not so much like bath soaks like that where they're like flowers and things, unless I have a bag, but usually they don't come with bags. So anyway, I've also got the Beatnik Naturals Citrus Ginger Bath Salts. I think it was in January, I had the coconut milk bath powder or whatever it was. It came as a set. I bought 2 sets. So this is, it's $12.99 for the set, so they're about $6.50 each. So this was the second one of the first set. I do still have another whole set that has the milk powder and then this, the bath salts. I do really like these. I don't think she's making these anymore, but I did really enjoy them. They smell good and they make the water feel really nice. So I do like those. 2 more. So I've got the Kahina Giving Beauty Moroccan Rose Belly Soap. This was the 13th Hero, which I think is actually still available. There's still some of these boxes available, so I'm going to link that down below. This runs $46, and if I'm not mistaken, the 13th Hero is $45, and it also comes with a body oil and a perfume sample and then a mitt. So it's actually a pretty good deal. I use this mainly, I think I used this up. We got this, it was over a year ago. I think the 13th Hero was from like December of 2016. And I used it like as they suggest it in the beginning with the mitt and like doing the hammam and the steam and all that. But you know, like as a mom, you don't have a ton of time. So for the last 7 or so months, what I've been using this as is a shaving gel, basically. I think this makes an amazing shaving gel. It exfoliates your legs at the same time as you shave, so you end up with like extremely smooth legs. I said that to somebody at the Indie Beauty Expo in January. There was another company selling like Belly soap and like, you know, advertising the whole hammam and the ritual and whatever, and I mentioned how I was using it as a shaving gel, and she's like, oh, that's not what you use it for. And I was like, okay, that's what I use it for. So I definitely would buy this again. I'm using random things up as some shaving creams. I actually, that conditioner from Acure, I used a lot of that as a shaving cream, which I don't like using conditioner as shaving creams. I don't find it gets like the best shave. It doesn't leave your legs very soft. So I prefer to use like bar soaps or something like this. I'm using a scrub right now from, what is it, CMC's. It's their old version of the scrub that they don't make anymore. It's like I don't really like it that much. It's like a gritty scrub, but then it turns into a soap. So like as you scrub it on and then you mix some water within it, the grit goes away, but then you're left with like soap. So I'm using that as a shaving treatment right now until I'm out of it. And I do also have a Belly soap from Lil Fox that was in an Art of Organics box last year, which I will use. But the point of all that I'm trying to say is that eventually I will buy another one of these to use as a shaving cream because I do really like it. So if you have something like this and you don't have time to do the whole treatment ritual and whatever, try it as a shaving cream because it actually works really well. Okay, so the last thing that I've got is the CUSH Blue Body Polish. So yeah, this is the brand that was in the December Beauty Heroes box. We actually saw the blue body wax, which I did finish a travel size of. I haven't touched my full size one yet, but they had sent me the body polish about a year or so ago before I knew that they were going to be in the Beauty Heroes box. And I did like the body polish. It was really nice. It smelled really good. It was like this really pretty blue color. I don't see these on the website right now, so I don't know if they've stopped making them. It looked like Beauty Heroes was selling them at one point, but they're now sold out. But if you were to buy them, if they were available, it runs for $66. So again, I don't know if it's going to be available. I will link the website that I found, or the page that I found on Beauty Heroes where this was being sold, in case it comes back, but I'm not sure because they're totally gone from the CUSH website. So I don't know if they're gone for good or not or what. So, okay. Let's talk about totals. So previously, it's in January and February, I had finished up 25 total products. My running total for the year was $630.47. So in March, I used up another 25 total products, 11 just in the body products category alone. So I have used up 50 total products so far through March. My March total was $613.27, which makes my running total through March $1,243.74, which just seems outrageous. That's crazy. So yeah, so I basically doubled. In March, I used the amount of products and essentially the value of the products that I had used in January and February alone. So that's crazy. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what April's gonna look like. I have used up a couple of things. They're pretty small things. Things are like one-time use and stuff like that. I do think I have like, I just finished up a foundation today, actually. I finished up my Modern Minerals foundation. I do have a backup of that, but I did finish a foundation. For the first time in a long time, that's not a pan. Those powder ones definitely last a lot longer. But anyway, you'll see that in April. So like I said, I don't know what April's gonna look like just because I've switched over all of my skincare to one brand for the most part, and none of them are even near empty, so I don't know. that I'll have many empties for April, but I'll have a few. I'll at least have a makeup empty or two. You know what, maybe I should try to start using up my makeup and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I've used up 3 wellness products so far this year, 14 skincare products, but then 8 masks. I'm not counting the 2 because I want to know how many masks I go through. 5 hair care products, 14 body products, and 6 total samples. So yeah, pretty fascinating. Pretty exciting that I've used up 50 products so far this year. Only 6 of those being samples, so. Yeah, that's all I've got for this round of empties for you guys. I am going to be working on a Are They Still Favorites for 2015. I'm not sure when I'm going to get that up. I'm not in a rush to do it. So it might be sort of like towards the end of April. And then I don't know, favorites-wise, if I'm going to have anything else up for April. I'm trying to figure out, I've got a couple of videos that I want to do and a couple that I've filmed that I need to finish editing and doing. So I don't know. I'm taking it sort of easy this month so far. There's a bug in here. But anyway, that's enough chatting. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.